It is Wisconsin Badgers head coach Chris Bono, who is getting ready for a pretty intense duel this weekend. Coach, I just want to ask you about the team. The start is great, right? The big win over Lindenwood, a lot of great performances in Michigan at the Open there. Give me your thoughts early on just how the team's looking this season.
Yeah, well, very, very good. I'm happy right now. We're healthy, and we got a lot of guys that are very inexperienced that haven't been in the starting lineup too much, and our veterans are doing a great job, and then our young guys are really getting better every single day. So I'm very excited to get ready for Sunday, and these guys are chomping at the bit to get out there.
I love it. Well, it's going to be a great opportunity to see where they stand, right? It's Iowa State. It's Sunday, November the 19th. It's on UFC Fight Pass, part of the CFFC Match Day this season. Give me your excitement level. I mean, this is a big match. This is a big deal. I mean, NCAA wrestling saying, hey, this is a duel to watch this weekend. What's your excitement level to have a matchup like this so early in the year?
Yeah, my excitement's through the roof, right? This is an opportunity. We in our program, all we talk about is opportunities. And this is an opportunity for us. We're not ranked real high. They're ranked pretty high. They got all the superstars on their team. They got national champions, and we're in their state. So for us, man, we're going in there free. We're going in there just to look for a dogfight. That's the mentality we're going in with. We're outclassed in a lot of matches. We're underdogs in almost all the matches, and we wouldn't want it any other way.
I love it. I was going to say, something tells me you kind of embrace that underdog role. You want people to doubt you.
Yeah, but that's 100% true, and our guys are like that too. And that's we bring that mentality, right? The tougher the fight, the better, and the more of the underdog that we are, the better. And we're not real favorite in this match, so that fires us up even more.
I love it. All right, well, new fans to college wrestling might not realize you were a national champ and a 3-time All-American while you were at Iowa State. So are there any emotions there? I mean, you got to go in the backyard, go against the old team. Does that stir any emotions within you?
Zero, right? I'm the coach of Wisconsin, and I'm going in there with our Badgers trying to get a W. That's it. When I am done and retired and all that good stuff, man, I will go back there and relive all the glory days and thank them for everything they did for me. But right now, we're taking this team in there with that Motion W on our chest, and we're going to go in there and fight and see what happens.
Oh, I love that mentality. Yeah, so first appearance for your team on UFC Fight Pass as well. Obviously, this thing is kind of a evolving partnership. What are your thoughts on what you've seen so far out of it and kind of where maybe this might help elevate and build the sport?
Yeah, super excited, right? The production last week was amazing in the match that I watched, and just excited that wrestling's starting to maybe get on a bigger level. Obviously with network contracts and things like that, we are what we are. But for the UFC to step in, put a bunch of matches on Fight Pass, I think it's wonderful. I think some of the loyal UFC fans that watch the MMA all the time on Fight Pass or whatever are going to really enjoy watching some college wrestling and showcase because we got some really, really big names in college wrestling that eventually are going to transition into that MMA world, and maybe they get noticed a little sooner.
I love it. I've been telling people the same. I think if you're an MMA fan, you should give college wrestling a try because you're going to see the athleticism. You're going to see, the connections there are with the sport. Even for people that don't end up fighting, it's just a fantastic sport to take part in.
Yeah, amen. It's the best, right? It's true hand-to-hand combat. Obviously we're not punching and kneeing people, but again, it's a very strategical, it's a very skill-based sport where you got to be good in a lot of different areas. And it transitions really well into MMA, and it's just one of the best sports out there for sure.
I love it. Obviously, you've committed your life to the sport of wrestling, but there was a time that maybe MMA might have played a little role, I found out in your life. A near miss, perhaps, of taking part in an MMA fight at one point.
1997, my man, right? I was I kind of was telling you a little bit about it, but the old Iowa wrestler Rico Chiapparelli was a manager back in the day, and he tried to get me to go to Brazil, and I was more than willing. I had the contract in my hand, and luckily, right, my coach back then, Bobby Douglas, his last words were to me, man, you're going to end up in a body bag coming home. And so I respected the man so much. I ripped up the contract and decided to keep trying to make the world and Olympic teams. And, back then there were no rules, right? No weight classes. And I'm a little dude down there going to Brazil, not knowing what weight class to fight in, but I was ready to go. And now I look back on it and very happy that my coach told me not to do it.
That's awesome. It worked out pretty good for you, but something tells me you would have competed pretty well if you'd have got in there and done a little MMA, a little Valley Tudo.
The problem is I would have competed so hard that I probably wouldn't have stopped until I came home in a body bag. That's just my mentality, and But it's all good. I love the sport. Big fan. I follow it. I watch it. I buy the pay-per-views. Right. I love. I'm telling you, man, there's nothing better than listening to you in some press conferences, asking those tough questions. I love it. I really do, man. You're a legend in this thing. And I just like when you get under Dana White's skin. That's nothing gets me going a little more than that.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. Well, I'm excited to get a chance to watch you and your team compete. Listen, no secret on the table. I know, we were talking earlier. You've got a lot of options on the table, man. You've got a skilled team, and you're going to see what you roll out there. But everybody's looking at 165. They're going to want to see Hamiti and Carr. What do you think? Do you hope that we see that matchup, or do you feel like maybe it's a little early in the season for those two to meet when they could very well meet down the line with some real stakes?
Well, we're showing up. You know what I mean? That's our program. We're not ducking anybody. We don't try to protect our rankings. We're going to show up. We're bringing everybody we got. We're throwing all our bullets out there, and they should wrestle, right? This is what Division I wrestling's about, right? When Georgia schedules Florida State in football, in September, right? They play football. They're trying to win. So I know Dresser real well. He's not afraid to compete. There's no way David Carr doesn't show up. You're going to see the match. And again, it's going to be a high level match. And, again, we're the underdog. We've never beaten this guy. He's a national champ. Our guy's going to go out there and fight and, try to bring home a W.
I love it. I know we're all looking forward to that one. Should say, by the way, this is the first season under the new scoring rules. Things have changed a little bit. We've seen the impact early. What are your thoughts? We're kind of getting everybody's thoughts on how they feel, if it's a positive change, if it's changing the way they're approaching matches. What are your thoughts on the new scoring rules?
Well, I love it. I'm on the rules committee that helped bring some of those rule changes. And again, the 3-point takedown is, not that's controversial, but it's change. I think our sport needed it, right? I think that it's being talked about. Like you said, we're talking about it now. And that's good for our sport. And I love it. The guys that go out there and wrestle hard and get some takedowns can build some big leads, but you're never out of a match. And then I also like the fact that, if you're that much more dominant than somebody, let's get off the mat a little quicker. And make it a more fan friendly sport, where we're not sitting in the gym for 3 hours, and let's get in, get out. Let's see who wins. But the bottom line is this: the best wrestler is really still going to win, no matter what the rules are. Right? It's just going to be a little different way, and the best wrestlers will adapt to what the rules are. So I'm very confident that you're still going to see the best guys win, regardless of what the rule set is.
I love it. I think you've laid it out well there. The scores are going up. The matches are, unfolding a little bit quicker. But at the end of the day, the best guys still win. So it's been a lot of fun to watch. But listen, I think this weekend's going to be fun. I know you're busy, so I'll let you get back to it. It's Sunday, November 19th. It's part of CFFC Match Day. It's on UFC Fight Pass. Coach, just talk to me about your goals for this duel. It sounds like you approach every duel like a fight, man. So Fight Pass is probably the right place for you to be.
Right. That's it, man. We just we have a word of the week, and our word of the week this week is fight. And our guys are going to really take to that, and that's what our program's about. No matter what the situation is, life, schoolwork, anything, right? You put up your best fight, your best hustle, effort, and attitude, and we'll go out there and just let the results fall where they may. But we tell these guys it's an honor to put that W on your chest and go represent this university with the best fight you possibly can.
Much respect, man. Can't say it better than that. Coach, appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you in Iowa this weekend.
All right, my man. I'll talk to you.